Hey everybody, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics, and thank you for joining us. We're back to our live shows. Hey everybody, we got a lot of cool fish. We just came back from the Dallas fish show. We moved a ton of fish, but we still have a lot of cool fish in stock. Like we have the rummy nose tetras, doing great. Very, very exhausted. Ever since the Dallas show, I still can't shake off how tired I've been. But yeah, we got a lot of cool fish. I do have. Let's see if they'll show up. Actually, right there in the back. Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a huge blur. I still have people telling me that they had a great time meeting me and talking to me, and I was like, I don't remember. I was so burnt out by the end of that show. But over here we have some fire pistogramma or sunset pistogramma. There we go. Actually, here's the male right in front of us. There he is. So I know I have the one male and I have a female available hanging out in the back over here. Ooh, let's check out. We got a few betas in. I also got a new phone, so I'm trying to make sure all my settings are correct. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so we got a lot of female betas in this week. My favorite one is this black one. I don't know why, but I love the dark colors on her. She looks so mysterious. You can't even see her because she's so dark. But other than that, we have a few. I think these are the pineapple. Yeah. But she is beautiful. Like if you had a light background tank and you had her with high contrast, that would be an amazing fish. And then we have a few of these Dumbos right here. I think this one's Dumbo Pineapple. Kind of looks more purpley than yellow, but again, good body shape. She's real thick. And I do love that barring she has. It makes each one of her scales pop out individually. Then we have a few of the koi. These girls are feisty. Here's a little Dumbo Lavender. I actually have a male Dumbo Lavender up here. Whoa. So we're trying to keep all of the Dumbos, all of the longfins. We're going to try to keep them in the main tanks. I find that when I keep them in the beta circulating system, their fins get sucked into the intake and they get little shreds on them. So keeping them in the tanks with the sponge filters, they tend to do a lot better. But yeah, we'll keep it simple. Let me open up the door so I can get some signal. My goats. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start off with a few of my algae eaters. So I do have a lot of these long-fin plecos. We have albino, and then we have a few regulars over here. So I'm probably going to start off with the albino. So let's make a listing. Click. Albino long-fin pleco. Always buy it now. We'll do them for 16 bucks. Quantity 1. Posted. So yeah, I have a few of these albino long fins. They're really cute. Fins look really good on them. Itchy. It looks like I have 4 in stock. So we have 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one over here. I think that's all I have in stock this week. But if you're looking for more than one, we can definitely make a deal. But everybody loves some plecos. When it comes to other plecos too, I do have regular bushy noses. These guys are $12 each, but we have males and we have females available. So if you're looking for a pair, we can make a pair. So here's a male. And here's a male trying to get a female's attention. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to load the shot. Whoops. My bad. That's my fault. No one can buy anything if they don't know what's in the shop. All right. Sorry, guys. There you go. The shop's imported. Can I tell the genders on the albinos? Not now. They're very young. This guy's starting to get little nubbins on him. But no, these guys are really young. They don't start to bristle up until they get around 2 inches. Yeah, that's their issue. They do take a long time to grow. We also have, I wonder if we can see him today. I do have a Snow White somewhere. Oh, there's the Snow White. Look at this little beautiful girl. So I have 1 Snow White available. I can get more, but I got to pick them up from the breeder. But that's a fantastic little fish. And then we have, this one is a Calico Super Red. So we have these available this week too. These are 45. The Snow White's 50. And let's see if we can find another one. There he is. The L397 Tiger Pleco. So we have a ton of these available too if you're interested. I believe these are 35. And all of our plecos stay small. So let me pop this off. Any South or Central American cichlids? Right now, I have small stuff. So I do have this Sunset Epistogramma. I do have a female, so we do have a pair of these. If my camera wants to focus. So the Sunset Epistogrammas end up looking really nice when they get older. Of course, we have our Koi Angels. We have some Gold Rams over here. And I think that's it for South American cichlids. We're doing another order this week. I don't know what's going to be on it so far. But if you send me any suggestions, I can see if I can bring some stuff in. So let me go back to my Pleco. Let's get him listed. Click. This is a Calico Super Red. You know, I'll just do him for 40. And we'll pin him to the section. But yeah, we have ones that are more red and spotted. And then, like my little dum-dum friend here in the tube, we have darker ones that have more of red blotches on their bodies. He does not want to come out. This is why I don't put these tubes on here. There we go. Hopefully he's out. But yeah, I said here's one of the darker super reds. He's running around the corner. So the camera doesn't do them justice. They look way better in person. But yeah, we have two versions. So we have the darker with the lighter spots, or we have lighter with the dark spots. And I enjoy them. Either way, I think they're great plecos. We tend to keep the smaller plecos. We don't like bringing big stuff in. There's another one right here. Oh, beautiful. He's out. No, he ran. All right, we'll unpin the plecos. We'll get off of them for a minute. Let me post this Dumbo lavender male. If I can get him to turn his body. Yeah, get that snail. Dumbo Lavender Beta Male. And this guy's going to be $25. And he's posted and he's on the board. So yeah, this is a big, beautiful male. His scales look perfect. He has a little bit of a nip on his tail, but that's what happens when we keep him in the recirculating system. His tail got caught in the little intake. So we're moving all of the Dumbos. We're moving them to the main tanks, where they're not going to get snagged up on anything. But as you can tell, he's very active. Eyes are very clear. Scales are beautiful. His color is phenomenal. And he can get around pretty easily. Let's get him some blackworms. Blackworms? You're sure taking your time, boy. He is not having a good time. All right, we'll pop away from this beta. Unpin. I'll show you guys some African cichlids for now. We have a ton of African cichlids. They're all different prices. But now we're all sat down. So all of my smaller cichlids, so these guys that are 1 inch and smaller, these guys are all going to be $10. No, it's extra small. Yeah, small here, he's going to be 20. Next size up is 45, so 45 are this big. And then all of our extra large, they're $80. So we have that beautiful albino peacock. We have our red empress male over here. He's also $80. We have a female for him, so I can do the pair for 120. But here's a female red empress. Females don't have a lot of color. If you want something more basic, these are $20. Any of our large Mbuna. So this red zebra has OB coloration, so you'll see some of those black spots on his scales. You can also see his little teeth. What else do we have? Red shoulder peacocks over here. Blue face, red shoulder, blue bodies. Oh, Senodontis petricola. It's actually out today. So we have these guys available. They're $25. Here's one in a cave. Looks like she's ready to lay eggs. Look how big her belly is. Get out of the way. Nobody wants to see you right now. Yeah, I might set up some extra tubing in here, see if I can get her to lay eggs. Alright, we're going to keep bouncing around. Yeah, that definitely helps. Like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. You know, I gotta check how many eels I have left. I think there's one more left. Yes. So 2 of these freshwater morays are sold. They're shipping out on Monday. So I have one more available, one more in the back. Which these are true eels. They're true moray eels. They're not like the zigzags, they're not like the yellow spines. These guys are actually part of the family Anguillidae. These guys stay freshwater their entire lives. They do not convert to salt. They love to eat Gulf Coast shrimp. And they're super cute. Which I will always give them that. They are the cutest eel that I have. I wish I can get the camera to focus more on them. There we go. But yeah, they're super cute. The thing is, they look more intimidating than they actually are. They do open their mouths, they do gasp, they do show you their teeth a lot, but it's not out of aggression. That's just how they breathe. So they have to force water into their mouths, they have to pressure it, push it through their operculum or their sphericals, and that's how they extract oxygen from the water. But they are not scary. They do not want to bite you. But they will eat fish. If it fits in their mouth, they will eat them. You see spherical openings right there. Can I get any closer? No, that's it. Yeah, you can see that water pressure build up, and then it ejects right through the sphericals. Let me get a piece of shrimp for them. Close that, open that. Where are my shrimp? Shrimp. Here, let me set you guys down for a second. I wish this camera stand was better. Where are my tongs? Any haps or peacocks? Yes. Here, let me zoom out. Bam. Yes, we do have some haps and peacocks at Dallas. This guy was the most popular one we brought. This is our albino red peacock over here. Now, the color on the Palm Street doesn't do it justice. He is a beautiful boy. But my biggest ones, they are going to run around $80. We do have some slightly smaller ones for 45. So this one's 45 over here. We have some red-shouldered peacocks. So these guys are 80. So all of the big peacocks are 80. Here's a hap right here. I don't know what he is. He sort of came in as a mixed batch. Actually, there's two of them. There's him right here. And his little buddy behind them, because I don't know their species. They'll probably be 40. I'm trying to see what else I have. I know there's a hybrid. So yeah, this guy right here, that's definitely a hybrid between electric blue Cara and a red shoulder peacock. You can see that Akara is shaping his face. Get out of here. Actually, that just might be an Akara, but it does have red on him. But yeah, still, I would sell him with the with letting someone know he's potentially a hybrid, so he's not a purebred. And then we also have this extra large Nimbochromis venustus. He's also $80. But yeah, if you see something you're interested in, let me know. I think this one's the German red. Can we see you? I have him, and I have this other German red who his mouth kind of hangs low. Looks like he might have had an injury when he was younger. But he's still cute, and he has a great personality. And then we have the Red Empress male over here. And we got a female. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. I have one more Synodontis, one more big boy left. I'm kind of hoping he sells locally so I don't have to ship him out. As many fish as I shipped, that one worried me because he was that was a special case. Yeah, I'm so glad your stuff came in. Let's see if we can get one of these guys to eat. I have to find a face. Oh, yep. They're a little scared, so I'm going to put their shrimpies in the tank with them and let them eat at their own pace. These are new eels. So we'll leave that there for them. But if you guys are interested, we definitely have one more baby eel left. He's ready to go. The rest of the shrimp we're just going to give to the cichlids. There it is. It always feels weird coming back to Palm Street. Oh, yes, these are your eels right here. That's what I was telling everybody. We sold two of them, and we got one more left. Ready? These things are absolutely beautiful. Tell me you're not falling in love with this guy right now. They're so cute. And then we have the two other over here. You're looking for fish for your 10-gallon? The best fish and the cheapest fish for a nice little 10-gallon would be these Tetra Persilla. I think they do really well. They're extremely hardy. We do have them on sale. We have buy four, get one free. Same thing with our Neon Tetra. They're buy four, get one free. I think they're great filler fish. If you want to add something that's going to move back and forth and have a dynamic movement, they look really great. If you want to have a more specialized species system, I recommend pea puffers. But pea puffers, I would say they're for more, I'm going to say intermediate aquarists. These guys can be tricky. They like to have meaty foods. They like live food. So if you have blackworms available locally, if you know people who have pest snails, they love that. They love to eat snails. Um, but yeah, you can feed them bloodworms, baby brine shrimp. The sky's the limit, but these guys are super cute. They're very interactive. Yeah, they're not a fish for everybody, but they are amazing little fish. We also have female betas. Right now, my girls aren't getting along. I see a lot of fighting between them, so I'm going to figure out who's being the aggressor, and we're probably going to move them somewhere else. Yeah, but when it comes to sorority beta tanks, yeah, I would say with caution. They can be a little aggressive. What else do I have here? We have rummy nose tetras, which are always an aquarium classic. They are sensitive fish. So if your tank is fully cycled and if it's ready, these guys make wonderful fish. I think they're great. I love them hands down. They're one of my favorites. I know there's more stuff over here. I have a bunch of assorted platies. I gotta clean this glass up. But yeah, we got a bunch of assorted platies. They're $3 each. And what else do I have that's cool? We have a couple white clouds. And then we have some sparkling gouramis. Hey, Carrie, long time no see. The weather finally turned. We can start shipping fish out again. Which ones? You like the rummy nose? Because I showed you. Oh no! Jeez. Oh, the rummy nose tetra. These guys right here. I know it's so hard to get a clear view of them. Yes, they can be tricky. They're a little sensitive to water quality. So you want to make sure your tank is mature and ready for them. You want to make sure they have places where they can feel safe. And then feed them really good. Feed them really good and keep up on your water changes. Yeah, these guys over here, the Tetra Priscilla, the clear ones, those are practically indestructible. There is nothing you can do that hurts them. No, no, that's fine. But yeah, I like them. They look good. Again, Palm Street, the compression on Palm Street doesn't do them justice. These fish are absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And I said we have them buy four, get one. And now I got to do math. Yeah, so $12. $12 for five of them. And again, neon tetras are also they're the same price, same deal. But they're also for me they're a lot hardier than rummy nose and cardinals. They add a nice splash of color. There you go, you got it. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I have another order ready to go, and then they'll be sold out for the week. I'll probably end up getting more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, yeah, five. Yeah. Thank you for your purchase. And if there's anything else you want to look at, let me know. Um, I believe Canaplex. Let me check real fast. Nope, that bottle's empty. Yeah, I believe if you have something fungal going on, Canaplex is going to be your best bet. Snails. Let's see what we got left for the week. So yeah, we have a few neorites available, and we have a few. Oh, it's my wife. My wife's home. Dumbo Platinum Girl? Yes. Somewhere. Yeah, she's right here. She's just been hanging out. Yeah, there should be a few mysteries left. Here's some gold. Yeah, I have a few gold mysteries. A lot of neorites. I really have to look around. Yeah, let's just take care of you right now. All right, Carrie, she's on the board. Neorites are not hard to breed. Um, I have a few here. I put this in brackish water over here, so we mix this to 1.010. Thank you, Carrie. And here, let's get this guy towards the light. It's so hard to focus. But yeah, there was a lot of nearite eggs on here, and they're starting to hatch. So somewhere in this container, there's a bunch of baby nearites. And then over here, I had a customer bring me a bunch of baby mystery snails. Okay, I got a blue. All right, so if you want to have a 3-pack of mystery snails, I have a 3-pack available right here. And I should also have another 3-pack of the nearites. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple more I can scrape together. And then I got to reorder. Yeah, here's another chestnut. So yeah, if you want the mystery snail pack, let me know. Oh, you bought them. You got them. They're yours. Yeah, same thing with the mysteries. Let me make a listing for you. Click. Mystery snail 3-pack. We'll make them $10. All right, let me go say hello to my wife real fast. I'm gonna leave you guys right here, and I got to come back with a Sharpie. There's a good view. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So I'm gonna write down. We have 3 packs of nearite and mystery salt, platinum salt, eel 2 salt. Oh, and Tetra Priscilla salt. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. You guys are helping me live my dream of selling fish out of my shed. And I really appreciate it. All right, if anyone else wants to see some cool stuff, let me know. We can always take a walk around the room. I have a lot of the stuff listed in the shop. Just let me know what you guys are interested in. Yeah, micro business. Yeah, we have a small Petco in our town, and I get a lot of people that come to my shop, and they're just impressed with our little setup and the quality of the fish, and they just like it a lot more. I'm trying to see what else I have that's good this week. We sold a lot of stuff during that show. Oh, absolutely! You would love it if you came down here, and then we could talk about where to put the greenhouses. All right, I'm gonna put up another special high-end fish. These guys are sort of like my favorites. Let's get a picture of you. Come on, show me. Show me your red stripe. Be close enough. I'll try one more time. Click. Eh. Sunset epistogramma, pear. Do the pear for 45. Yeah, that'll be a heck of a commute. Yeah, these are the epistogramma sunsets. I know that I have two pairs that are in this tank. There's two males hanging out in the back. I know they're super hard to see. Actually, that's the pretty male back there. Let's see if we can pull them forward with some blackworms. But yeah, these guys are super nice. They don't come up too often. I've ordered these a couple times from my vendors, and this is the first time they've ever shipped to me because they sell out almost immediately. But they're a great little dwarf cichlid if you're into collecting little small guys. They're really cute. And they ran away. Oh no, there he is. Come on. Oh, there. Oh, come on. I almost had you. There he is. Look at that fish. So that's going to be a fantastic little fish when it's done maturing. But we'll pull him off for now. Let's check out these guys. gold ram pair. How much are my rams? We'll do 16. $16 for a pair gold rams. How do you stop ammonia spikes? Well, first it depends on how high your ammonia is. Text me after the show, but you're always going to start with a water change. You're going to reduce your feeding, and if you have prime, you can add prime. It doesn't eliminate ammonia, but it does bind it up so the fish can't absorb it into their bloodstream. You can add a little bit of aquarium salt, but definitely add a live bacteria to help break down that ammonia. The bacteria isn't going to work overnight. You are going to have to dose it. It's going to take a couple days for that bacteria to wake up. Yeah, just send me a text and I'll walk you through it. But for the next couple days, either 25 or 50% water change to dilute that ammonia. Because, yeah, that ammonia wreaks havoc in their systems. It basically overrides their circuits, their cells, so they can't regulate anything in their body. And then once it becomes nitrate, it just becomes poison, and it just makes their blood turn brown. But yeah, we got some gold rams available. I know there's a big, nice male, and there's some females in here. Yeah, but these guys are great fish. Microgeophagus is their scientific name. But yeah, that's a big, nice male in the background over there. But these guys do well in community tanks. They're very peaceful. They mess with each other, but they don't really mess with other fish. And they're really fun. They're really fun to watch them dig and do all this stuff around tank. I really just want to look at this male pistogramma. He is really cute. All right, we'll pull this off. Let me post 3 of these angels to see if the angels are here. That was not what I wanted. Here we go. So right now we have some koi angels posted. We have a 3-pack of them for $36. But yeah, we've had these guys for a few months. They've been doing really well. I like them because they're different. We have a few. I think that one's a red base. You can see a lot more red in his face, a lot more red in his body. And then we have those are regular kois over here. But they do look great. They're really healthy. They have a great appetite. and they are ready to find their new fishy home. Yeah, I'm probably going to pause the stream early tonight. My wife got home earlier than I expected, so I had to start cooking dinner. But we'll definitely be back Saturday and Sunday. And then Tuesday, we get our new fish orders. When we come back Friday, there'll be a lot more fish in this room. Sparkling gouramis. Yes, we do. We got them. Here we go. Yeah. But yeah, we'll go for now. We'll come back tomorrow, and we'll have a show, and maybe I'll be more on my A game. It's always hard coming back after a long break. But anyway, this is Nelson with Creekwood Aquatics. If you want to see more of us, you can always follow us on all social media at Creekwood Aquatics. We post daily videos, and we do our weekly live streams. So anyways, this is Nelson with Creekwood Aquatics. Have a good day, everybody.